Should a college kid have an estate plan? I'm Michael Redden, and if you have any questions or comments about this topic, please leave them down in the comments below. If you'd like to plan with me, then either click on the link in the description to schedule a planning meeting, or go to reddenlawoffice.com and click on schedule a meeting. So this question comes up quite a bit. Parents want to know, when should my kid have an estate plan? What should we do? My kids, they're going off to college now. They're going to be out of my home. They're really starting that adult life, but they're not fully on their own. And I can tell you, when they don't have kids and things like that, estate planning is, it's definitely not the priority for them and things. But there's some things that you should do. First, they should definitely give you that financial power of attorney that's there. That's a small little document you might need. They're adults now, so if something happens to them, or maybe if they even need you to do convenient things for them at the bank if they went out of state and things like that, they need you to be able to help them out. That's going to help you out because the banker can take that just from you. They don't need anything written from the kid. The kid doesn't have to wait to come back and do it. The other thing is maybe that healthcare directive. You might want to have that written up on there so that the kids can choose you explicitly and have everything go on down from there, because it may not be just assumed, depending on what state they go to, or even in Minnesota, that you're going to be the person to make that decision. Or there may be that extra step. Maybe you have to get a court involved to make those kinds of decisions now that they're adults. So get those two documents at least in place. Anybody 18 or over really should have those pieces of documents. Then, if they have a little bit of money to their own, or maybe they have a car or two and they got a little bit few assets, if they're concerned about it, either put a beneficiary on them or just do that simple little trust that moves things the other way. And remember, too, that once they become 18 and they kind of move out and things like that, if you had life insurance on them when they were a small child, that policy either may now become their policy that they own, so now you can't make changes, and you're going to want them to kind of look at the beneficiaries and kind of update it, or decide whether or not you want to keep that policy. Or they may just instead get the option to buy their own insurance, because sometimes that insurance stops when they're 18. They have to buy their own policy. And you don't want to have any of these kinds of surprises. So you look at their medical insurance, you look at where they're going to live, you get them in the dorm, whether they're here or they're there. Always remember that everyone who's 18 or over needs to have that financial power of attorney, and they need that healthcare directive. Whether or not you need to have a will or something like that, that's really up to you and your situation. You may be able to put a beneficiary and everything, but definitely look at that and review that insurance. So that's really what you should do when your kid is old enough to go off to college. It's a common question. If you have any other questions or concerns about it, please put them in the comments below, or you can click on the link to schedule a meeting.